of his eye. Sit right down, we're gonna give you the scoop with Ryan Pfeiffer and Lisa Doop. Shamma-lamma ding-dong, loop-de-loop. This is the story of a guy named Mr. Boop.
You're listening to Being Mr. Boop, soon to be a Charles Dickens podcast. Maybe, possibly, one day. We don't know when. We don't have when. Excuse me. My name is Ryan Pfeiffer, and I am Mr. Boop.
My name is Lisa Doop, and I am Mr. Boop.
Lisa Doop.
Whoa, it's the full name.
It's Wednesday, September 16th, 2020, and today we're reading the 169th ever Mr. Boop strip. What happens in today's Mr. Boop?
It's hard to imagine that it's been 100 strips since the 69th. Also, Jif.
Jif. What? Oh, the peanut butter.
Yeah.
What's the secondary? What's the secondary shadow synopsis, which is also the primary shadow synopsis today?
Oh fuck! I don't have it up.
Come on, Lisa, get with it.
Well, I had the other one.
I say as I've been sitting in silence for 10 minutes, not starting the episode.
Is Ryan okay? I don't know if we. Maybe he choked on that thing. I heard him coughing over or whatever.
Was I coughing?
No, I don't. I was just. It was a bit, Ryan.
What's the shadow synopsis?
I told you to vamp, but now I have to.
You didn't tell me to vamp.
I did. I said vamp.
Well,
play back the tape.
There's a movie called Vamps.
Yeah. Is it Jim Davis related?
No. Why would it be Jim Davis related?
I don't fucking know.
It's a movie about Alicia Silverstone and Kristen Ritter as they're like vampires that live in the city together.
That sounds like a really interesting concept.
I know.
The shadow
Want to watch it sometime? Vamps.
Maybe.
Sounds like you don't. You don't have to say yes.
I fucking know. It's just it would depend on the time. Listen, you know.
Sigourney Weaver is also in it.
Listen,
and
the shadow synopsis reads.
And Wallace Shawn is in it.
Steve Reeves.
Who?
Actor who played Hercules. I like saying his name when people say names I don't recognize like that.
Oh, you don't know Wallace Shawn? You know Wallace Shawn.
No.
He's in The Princess Bride. Have you seen The Princess Bride?
No.
He plays Rex in Toy Story.
Yeah. Anyway.
He's the voice of Rex. You know that voice.
I know the voice. Listen.
That's Wallace Shawn.
And I know what the shadow synopsis is.
And he's in My Dinner with Andre.
Ah.
And also, Malcolm McDowell is in it.
And
as
in
a vampire,
between,
I think. Oh, they're both
that.
Oh, Wallace Shawn plays Van Helsing in Vamps. Dan Stevens is also in it.
Guys, you're gonna want to check out Vamps, the movie.
Dan Stevens is from Legion, and he played the Beast in live action Beauty and the Beast. You know, Dan Stevens, great actor.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I do know what the shadow synopsis is, which is welcome to the new comic.
We've already been in the new comic. What are you talking about, Alec? This is like the third Mr. Boop strip.
He's slipping up.
He couldn't think of anything to say.
Yeah.
Do you know Kristen Ritter?
Listen, I know what's in the first.
Do you know Kristen Ritter?
No.
Don't.
But I don't know Kristen Ritter, but I know what's in the first panel.
She's Jessica Jones.
Oh, I know Jessica Jones. Yeah.
And she's in Breaking Bad.
And she's in
Breaking Bad. You know who Alicia Silverstone is?
I'm pretty sure that was Spider-Man's love interest, aka the Black Cat.
Completely wrong. Also, what?
The Black Cat, the Spider-Man character.
Oh, the name of the character is like something Silverstone or something.
It's Felicia Hardy. Kind of similar.
Oh, right, No, her name is Alicia Silverstone.
Yes,
not Felicia.
Kind of similar.
She's the star of Clueless, and she's Batgirl from Batman and Robin.
Huh.
Yeah, you know that actress. Malcolm McDowell is the star of A Clockwork Orange. Yeah, all names. And you know.
I thought that was Stanley Kubrick.
You know who Sigourney Weaver is, obviously.
Yeah, he's from. And
Huh?
I don't know anything from him. I don't know him.
What? You don't know Sigourney Weaver?
Who's that?
You have to be joking.
I don't know who you're talking about. Name some things they've been in.
Ghostbusters.
Which Ghostbuster were they?
They're not one of the Ghostbusters. They're like
is
they're like the.
Was he the cab driver in Ghostbusters 2016?
No, she was the after credits cameo.
I didn't stay for the after credits in that movie.
She was the after credits cameo in both of the new Ghostbusters.
What? Bro.
Huh?
They gotta stop teasing that character.
She was in Avatar. She was in.
I don't know.
She's fucking Ripley. Come on, she's Ripley from Alien.
Oh, I know Ripley from Alien. I love Alien. That's such a good movie. You know what else I love? Panel 1, which features Alec Robbins
Of 4.
in... What?
And it's still called Mr. Boop.
Yes. Features Alec Robbins in the same grocery store as yesterday. I guess he went back because this is a daily comic thing. Right?
That's an interesting point.
But I don't think that's how we're meant to read it.
No,
I'm
I don't
just
think
having
so
fun,
either.
having fun nitpicking this. Which I'm not allowed to do anymore.
No, you are. It's interesting that he would specify, like, this is daily, or this is like a daily journal now. Yeah, it's daily.
3 days a week.
Keep it. The daily strip is diary comic. That's what he said.
Yeah.
3 days a week. So, also, this would be 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just grocery shopping every other day.
Which
Again, doesn't seem like we're meant to read it
don't
that
think
way,
that's
but-
how it's meant to be. Yeah.
But
I think,
no, it's looking ahead a little bit. It's definitely not
yeah.
meant to be read that way.
If you were reading the physical edition, this wouldn't even be a problem. You'd just be like, yeah, I guess these were on the same day. Who gives a crap? Right.
When does it even go to another day? It seems like it doesn't go to another day for like over a week. For a while. Like, how the fuck does this work as a diary at all?
I guess maybe within the Mr. Boop universe, these are one. But then...
No, I don't. But we're not. It's not even supposed to be within any universe anymore. Like, this is just supposed to be real life. That's why COVID and shit's happening now.
Yeah, but there's still a layer of fiction. We can tell as an audience, I think. You know?
That's kind of bullshit. Not gonna lie.
Alec,
so he's still grocery shopping. He's pushing his little cart along. It's still full, and yeah, he still has the same groceries. Which what the fuck? Okay, clearly that little jar that was supposed to be in his top compartment of the carriage is supposed to be like a little jar of Jif peanut butter, but he hasn't reached for that until now. Panel 2.
I assumed it was like baby food.
I think he drew that specifically because he had the idea of drawing the Jif peanut butter panel in mind. But it's like a continuity error sort of thing.
Maybe we should reframe this to the Jif peanut butter jar panel goes before we see Alec with the thing.
That would mean it would have to be at least panel 3 of yesterday's strip.
I say that it was like a jam of jar or pesto or something. Jam of jar?
I mean, it could be.
It's very
I just
late.
feel like it would. No, it's got like that sort of lid with the lines on it.
Yeah, that's like a jam lid.
Excuse me. No, it's not.
So lid you get with jam?
It's got the lines on it.
I think I know my jam.
I think
anyhow.
you don't. And it's still there in panel 1 of this strip. And we can still see the little lines.
You should write that in the questions for Alec.
We can still see it on the lid. I don't know if we should ask about things that are this specific. Unless it's about that nipple.
Yeah, that's
He's walking
that's
past another
important.
nondescript aisle with like various grocery shapes that would not all be together in one place. Like we see
Mm.
6 packs of like bottled drinks, but we also see like what appears to be like bread almost. There's four levels of shelves here,
Mhm.
which
All containing items.
I guess that could be consistent with. In the last panel of the last strip, was he reaching for the third shelf up or the second shelf up? Because if it's the second shelf up, that's like weird
He's
spatially.
tiny. You can't really. I mean, it's the second shelf, but also
He could be omitting the first shelf.
Yeah, I think he's omitting the first shelf.
That would make the most sense, like
Yeah.
spatially,
Yes.
and we only see one shelf above it. So
You know what?
Clear.
You know
there could
you know
be more
what
than
else
4
would-
shelves here, but he's omitting any.
It might go
shelves
down
above
all
it,
the
like,
way.
above the panel. I
Right.
don't know.
You know what else we're omitting? Panel 2, which I'm going to
Nice.
describe right now.
We're not omitting that. I literally mentioned it already.
We're you know
We
what
don't
else?
see his
You know
eyes
what
in
I'm
panel 1.
you know what
He's-
I'm mentioning already. Panel 2.
No, you're not. Shut up. He's wearing glasses, but we don't see glasses. There's also labels on the shelves that we don't see.
Probably
Oh.
fogged up.
And in under his grocery carriage is so full. He's even using the underneath space. Why did he draw all these groceries in the carriage? He didn't need to. Does he really buy this many groceries for himself?
I don't know.
Do you
I
think
can-
Alec was actually single during this time?
I don't know. I think he's in a relationship currently, but I couldn't tell you. I mean, he was married to Betty Boop for a while, right?
No, that was fake.
Oh, right.
I think we're meant to believe right now that he's single during this time. I don't know if it's true or not. I would like to believe he wouldn't deceive us, but we can't trust anything this man says anymore. I just don't see this many groceries being for one person. Maybe he has roommates that he's also shopping for. I don't know. Do people shop for their roommates sometimes? Probably not. I don't know how things work in LA, that crazy place.
That wacky.
That wacky world of tunes and films and such. That's where all the tunes live. Panel 2. Close up of one of the shelves. Alec's realistic hand with moles and everything, and lines and nails.
Ooh.
He's reaching.
It's so late.
God, this is some tiring peanut butter. He's reaching for a
You
jar.
gotta
Of,
fix this panel, Alex.
he's reaching for a jar of Jif peanut butter. We see 3 jars. We see on the left side of the panel. We see like just the edge of one of the jars going off panel. On the right side, in the foreground, it would be the opposite
Yes.
of the foreground, wouldn't it?
The background.
Would it just be background? I guess background, sure. You're probably right. So it's drawn with a little bit less detail, and like the colors are more faded. The parts that are colored in are more faded, and even some parts of the jar design are not colored in at all. So nice perspective there. I really like this panel actually. This is my panel of the week so far.
Yeah.
But he's drawn the logo and all of the Jif peanut butter, like very specifically this brand, and it says creamy peanut butter, net weight 20 ounces, 793 grams. I'm gonna look up the 20 ounce Jif peanut butter jar for reference here. He is leaving out a few details. We gotta look this up. Now that he's putting so much more detail into this strip, we gotta hold him accountable for this.
I'm still gonna go to sleep.
So it should say 28 ounces. I think it does actually. So he did that correctly. It does say 28 ounces, 793 grams. He omitted the 1 pound 12 ounces. I don't know if it's maybe his jar didn't say that. And there's a little symbol that I guess is under his finger, under his thumb, which should say 7 grams protein per serving. But he didn't depict that because it's under his thumb. Above that, though, should be like a little, something like a kosher symbol, I guess. Not kosher. It's like a U symbol. I don't remember what that represents, but it's something like that. I'm pretty sure. Do you remember what that represents, Lisa?
What?
The little U symbol. The little circle with the U inside.
Yeah,
it looks like a registered trademark symbol, but it's not.
I don't know what you're talking about. Where is
you know
it
how
on
there's the registered trademark symbol is a little circle with an R in it?
Is this on a? Is this where is this on the panel?
I'm looking at the Jif peanut butter jar in real life.
Oh.
Get with it.
I like genuinely.
You know how the registered
spaced out.
trademark symbol is a little circle with an R in it.
Yeah, sure.
And there's also the little circle with the U in it. What is the U? What is that one?
I've never heard nor seen.
Okay,
this logo
whatever.
before in my life.
Also, it should.
But
say...
you know what? I have heard and seen it before in my life. Panel free.
Shut up. It should also say non-GMO, gluten-free. We don't see that. Maybe it's off panel. I will say the jar shape is wrong. I don't see any jars of Jif peanut butter that are still this shape. They don't use this shape anymore. It's like it should be smooth the way down. Like they don't put this much. The shape of the jar here is like it's kind of bulbous on top, and where the wrapper is, it closes in a bit of the shape. And the actual jars very, very slightly do that, but not enough to be depicted this way. Like, he would be better off just drawing it smooth the way down. So I will dock some points there, but I still like this panel a lot. This is my favorite panel of the week. All right, go on. Panel 3. What is it?
What? Oh,
Panel 3. Wake up.
You know what?
We have to respect the amount of detail he's putting in by describing it.
You know what else is in panel 3?
There's not else. We haven't started panel 3 yet.
Panel
now we are.
3. We see Alec Robbins is the face. He's facing. He's coming towards the audience, right? Pushing the cart towards us. Towards the audience. He's looking to the right. I believe that's stage right.
There are shelves on either side of him. We don't see the far background. It's not depicted, but there are shelves on either side of him with various nondescript groceries and shapes meant to depict groceries. Some vaguely Among Us shaped. And he's looking at the shelf to his right with his eyes, which are depicted in this panel. You know what I don't see in the top compartment of his carriage is the peanut butter. It's almost like this is drawn backwards.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's motherfucking crazy.
Maybe I think he's just not drawing the stuff in that part of the carriage in this panel because it's like away from us. Yes. That might be it. Panel 4.
So he's looking stage. Oh yeah,
Oh my God! Wake up, Lisa.
He's looking stage left. This is the longest into the night we've done one of these in a while.
Maybe panel 4. He's checking out at the register.
Mm-hmm.
We see the screen that the checkout person sees as they scan. They are scanning what appears to be the peanut butter.
He's not using
judging by the jar shape. But maybe it's the other jar that looked kind of like peanut butter that we don't know what it is, since apparently that might be something else. Judging by the timeline.
This is so very important.
I mean, it's the only thing going on right now. This whole strip is about him buying a jar of peanut butter, apparently, right?
Yeah, I guess it's to emphasize the mundanity.
So we have to go into detail of the mundanity. Since it's the only thing going on, and it's drawn in such detail.
Yes.
On the belt, we see like a box and some other shit behind it. I don't know. He's pulled out his wallet to get the money, even though I don't know why he's doing that when there's so much more stuff left to scan. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Some nice perspective here. We see the what do they call it? What do they call the person who runs the register? There's a name for it, right?
I believe
Cashier.
The cashier.
Cashier.
The cashier.
They are closer to us. They have a ponytail, and they're also wearing a mask, and they seem to be wearing it properly. I would hope in these strips he draws at least one person who's wearing the mask incorrectly just for a sense of realism, because like 1 in every 3 people does not wear it correctly, it seems. Just earlier today, I saw someone talking to someone on the street and they had it pulled down below their nose, and I was just like, why are you even wearing a mask?
Yeah,
you don't need to still wear a mask. It's good that you are, but if you're going to wear it, why are you wearing it like that? Like, just don't even bother. And they're wearing like a little uniform vest, it seems, which makes me think this is Walmart. But none of these shells make me think Walmart. But I don't think that any of the grocery stores I go to, they wear vests like this. Could also be Target.
None of the ones I go to have vests.
It's more of a superstore type of vest as opposed to like a regular grocery store where they would just wear like, I don't know, like a polo shirt with a name tag or something. At least where I live. And I don't know what that is next to them. That's like a checkout shelf, I guess, on the other side of them. Maybe.
Yes.
In this realistic art style, I would say the most cartoonishly, like the most reminiscent of Alec's old art style where he can't really draw the stuff as well. Mm-hmm. I would say the cashier's hand holding the jar of peanut butter is the most like that.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not very well rendered at all.
Oh.
But hey, what are you gonna do? I certainly
like
can't criticize that. Of all people. Well,
yeah, that's it.
I like the no. There's no dialogue at all in any of these panels. I like.
Doesn't
I won't say I like this strip because there's not a lot going on. It doesn't interest me very much, but I do like the panels. I especially like panel 2, just on its own.
You could get
cool.
that tattooed if you could.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll tattoo those 2 little moles. On his hand in that panel.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a subtle tribute.
And when you do that hand positioning, people will be like, oh, I recognize.
Oh, I get it now. Oh, it's the GIF panel. It's the GIF panel. From Mr. Boop, strip 3.
That's so funny.
From Mr. Boop, strip 169. Funny number. Kinda.
I do have something to say.
Was there a secondary shadow synopsis? Did you read it?
Yeah, and you said that
Okay.
he had nothing to say about it because it was.
Oh yeah.
Continuing the strip, which I thought was ironic, but I wasn't going to mention it until we read.
Because there's no dialogue.
Yes.
Mm.
But also, I wanted to say, now that Mr. Boop has 3 strips a week, it will be interesting to see if there's any arising structure to the weeks that we hadn't noticed. That hadn't been there before. I feel like this is set up and then
Elaborate on
build
that.
up. Well, it's a lot easier to it's a lot easier to structure things into freeze. That's what I mean. I wonder if and since there's only 3 a week, I wonder if there'll be a different sense of structure to the weeks, right?
I don't feel like he plans them out like that. Like you said, when they're read in the book, it all flows together barely, especially now, it kind of feels like it barely even goes from strip to strip as much as just like a continuing story.
But I still think that when he's chosen to publish these he specifically mentioned the week structure of it. And that's week with 2 E's, not week with A. So I feel like he's thinking about
give an example of that.
In yesterday's main synopsis, he says, "I'm changing to a 3-day-a-week update schedule."
Well, I feel like that's more about
he's planning more for the week. He's planning around weeks.
I feel like that's more about workload than anything else. Workload and upload schedule for people watching, for people reading.
I don't know. I still think that it. I think that there is something that perhaps we will be able to notice something.
Are you saying that with foreknowledge, or are you just theorizing?
Just guessing, I guess. It will be interesting to see how this week appears.
I will say with foreknowledge, I don't think there is really.
Okay.
From what I can remember, and from just like glancing ahead with my third eye. No, I don't think so. Maybe. My third eye is not always correct. It's vague that way. Well, you've been listening to Being Mr. Boop.
Yes, volume 3.
We gotta tell the guys at work to come up with more taglines.
We gotta do it.
You can visit the show's website. What?
I won't be satisfied until we have 117 taglines.
How many do we have right now?
No, 217. 217, because we currently have 115.
Why that many?
Because that's the number of strips there are.
Oh. Wait, that'd be bad then, because that means we skip a lot.
What?
That would mean we skip a lot of them, because if we have one tagline per episode...
Yeah, we've done a lot of them.
Then we even though we would have 2 per episode, there's still a very good chance most of them would not be. Yeah.
I won't rest until.
Who wrote this last tagline? No one labeled it.
What? Being Mr. Boop, have you? What the fuck?
Is that one also by Yoda?
What the fuck?
Because one of the taglines is credited to Yoda for some reason. I don't know how you got a hand of a hold of this spreadsheet. Did not invite him on this podcast.
We wouldn't invite him on this podcast.
No, he's canceled. We don't want him on here.
I saw an article. Did I tell you? I don't know if I said this on air, but
you can visit the show's website at www.beingmrboop.com for our full catalog of episodes and to sign up to host the podcast. For more updates, follow at Mr. Boop Pod on Twitter.
Send us an email.
Now you can promote whatever you're about to say.
No, I was gonna say. Did we talk about on the podcast my thing where if I was in charge of directing Revenge of the Sith, I would have killed Yoda. And then just I think
you have mentioned this, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it was on, but and then in any interview I would just be nonsensical about it, no, he died. Yeah, I saw an article a few days ago, and I haven't seen any of Obi-Wan.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna approach it like a George Lucas interview, oh, I just didn't really like the green little fucker.
No, it's just like no, yeah, I killed him.
He kind of gave me the creeps, so I
it was like, so how does this flow with the continuity? Because he's alive in episode 5, but he gets killed in episode 3. It's like, no, yeah, he's just dead in episode 3. But he's
dead now. I don't
no,
like him.
No. I wouldn't even say retcon. I'm like, no, it's not retcon. He's dead in that movie, and he's alive in the other one.
I like how even though you're saying it's you're still doing the George Lucas.
I don't know. But anyway,
you would do a George Lucas interview impression as you talk about it.
Yeah, that's, and they'd be like, "Why are you doing? What? We know what you sound like." Anyway, I haven't seen any.
This is what directing Star Wars does to a motherfucker.
I haven't seen any of Obi-Wan, but I got a clickbait article. It was like,
but I have seen much of Obi-2.
Yes, but it was a clickbait article I got that was like, "Will Obi-Wan kill Luke Skywalker in the last episode?" And I was like, "Man, my Yoda thing if it does, my Yoda thing will be real, and I'll be very happy. Just like, yeah, kill Luke in it. Who gives a shit?
Real your Yoda thing will be.
Hey, thank you and good night, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
This podcast was brought to you by the Pitch Drop Podcast Network. Like what you just heard? Support the show by going to patreon.com/pitchdrop. And while you're at it, check out pitchdrop.net for more of this and other shows.